Guys, we just got ourselves some breaking news. Apparently, Binance and the CEO, CZ, just got sued by the US Cftc over alleged regulatory violations. Again, just in, the Cftc lawsuit alleges Binance traded on their own platform with 300 accounts directly or indirectly linked or associated with the co-founder Changpeng Zhao. Again, Binance's proprietary trading activity on Binance, quote, during the relevant period, Binance has traded on its own platform through approximately 300 house accounts that are all directly or indirectly owned by Zhao, as well as accounts owned by Merit Peak and Sigma Chain. Zhao has also traded on the Binance platform through 2 individual accounts, and at various times during the relevant period, Merit Peak has entered into OTC transactions with Binance customers and settled such trades by depositing. Now, honestly, I think that news is what caused the crypto market to dump just ever so slightly. As well, it's fear. Again, it's fear that they bestow upon you. And guys, I dropped everything to get this video to you guys as soon as possible, so make sure you press that like button. Apparently, Bloomberg reported that the regulator is suing the exchange for allegedly breaking trading and derivatives rules. Moreover, the report states that the CFTC filed the lawsuit Monday in federal court of Chicago. Again, the US CFTC is a government entity designed to protect the public from potential wrongdoings in the financial sector, and additionally, they execute their own investigations and prosecute potential commodities fraud, including those occurring in foreign currency schemes. There has been no comment made by CZ or Binance. Well, there actually has. He actually stated his very infamous 4, which is ignore the FUD. You can see that over the last 30 minutes, his 4 got almost 1 million views. That's because everybody is watching this right now. However, Satoshi Stacker here points out that in the lawsuit against Binance, the CFTC, which is very well known for trying to also grab power over crypto, kind of against the SEC, they've actually stated that Bitcoin, ETH, and Litecoin are commodities, which is peculiar. Yeah, again, another quote. According to the complaint, Binance, under Zhao's direction and control, and with Lim's willful and substantial assistance, has solicited and accepted orders, accepted property to margin, and operated a facility for the trading of futures, options, swaps, and leveraged retail commodity transactions involving cryptocurrencies that are commodities, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin for persons in the United States. Apparently, quote, again, for years, Binance knew they were violating the CFTC rules, working actively to both keep the money flowing and avoid compliance, end quote, Benham said. Quote, this should be a warning to anyone in the digital asset world that the CFTC will not tolerate willful avoidance of US laws, end quote. Now, one easy counter to this is that they've been sued a multitude of times. Even by the US Department of Justice, they went to try and investigate Binance because they violated their Bank Secrecy Act. And this is all, interestingly enough, happening while the SEC is also going after Coinbase, which, funny enough, gives quite a different definition to cryptocurrencies in their complaint. And that's what's actually most special to me, the fact that they are calling these, which is a literal jab at the SEC, because understand what's happening right now, guys. These two entities, the SEC and the CFTC, are fighting over who can control crypto. Is it a security? Boom. It's controlled by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Is it a commodity? It's controlled by the Commodities, Futures, and Exchange Commission or Trading Commission. Now, they're only trying to allege things which they have control over, but executed commodity derivatives transactions to and for people in the US. Alright, here had some issues with my sound. All I did was read the first line though, so don't worry about it. But the company did not require its customers provide identity verifying info and failed to put in place compliance procedures according to the lawsuit. Now, a quick thing that I should state here. My expectation is all this leads to is a fine, because the way I've been reading it here, worst case, they didn't properly register, they didn't get the KYC done right. Oh, naughty you have to pay a fine for that. Again, when heading over to the CFTC's official website, it actually gets quite interesting. Based on his control over Binance and his long-running failure to act in good faith concerning Binance's misconduct. According to the complaint, Zhao owned and controlled dozens of entities, like we just talked about, that operate the Binance platform as a common enterprise, and Zhao is alleged to have been responsible for all major strategic decisions at Binance, including devising the secret plot to instruct US-based VIP customers to evade Binance's compliance controls and instructing Binance employees to ensure all communications about the control subversion took place over applications that facilitated the automatic destruction of evidence. All right, I've decided to pull up the actual lawsuit for you guys. I don't think many people have actually found this just quite yet. Can easily be found over on the CFTC website if you look up their complaint or their entire list of complaints. You can see CFTC versus Changpeng Zhao, Binance Holdings Limited, Binance Holdings IE Limited, Binance Services Holding Limited, and Samuel Lim. And guys, I've just read through it really quickly, not actual reading, but like scrolling. It's pretty interesting. However, I won't have enough time and I'll explain it in just a second. Quick little intermediary piece here, however. Don't think that this is bearish for the crypto space, guys, because most likely nothing negative will really come from this because these complaints happen all the time. Right now, we're seeing a battle between the CFTC and the SEC, but understand that Binance was prepared for this and all they're calling this is just some intermediary FUD. Again, this is troubles from long ago. It's not as if this problem was still happening right now. They're talking about things which happened in the past, especially with Binance allowing US people to trade. A lot less profound a little while ago. Right now, they're getting better and better. But just so you understand, again, I am not bearish on crypto. I am not all of a sudden selling all my crypto because of this news. I'm not getting scared. Understand rule number 4, which is ignore the FUD. Many of these troubles to our path of proper crypto regulation, and well, this is just one of the many where they're going to try push us down, but at the end of the day, as long as we keep our eyes open and think a little bit, we understand that all it is just distractions for the ultimate goal. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hopefully you enjoy this little document, and you can find it over on the CFTC website if you want to check it out for yourself. Again, make sure you press that like button for me trying to get this to you guys as soon as possible. 74 pages long. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to deduce too much from this document because I'm going to have to make a compromise here. Either I go read like half of this thing and give you guys a better summary, which would take a couple hours, or I just get you guys the video as soon as possible while quickly scrolling through here to see if we see something of interest. Provisions authorizing imposition. No, it's going to be too quick here for me to actually be able to give you guys anything. I'm just going to quickly scroll through a couple of these pages here to show you guys a little bit of what we have found. But I think generally here, I'm not going to be able to find too much in the midst of things right here. Again, all I'm trying to do here is just scroll through, actually not speak too much. Let me quickly get rid of my camera because you don't need that while you're watching this. Okay, here we're seeing a little bit. Binance offers perpetuals on numerous digital assets, including contracts with Bitcoin, ETH, and Litecoin at the base asset. Its most popular perpetuals include Bitcoin to the dollar, Ethereum to the dollar, and Bitcoin to beat US dollar. They're also trying to state that Binance was aware of the United States regulatory requirements, but decided to ignore them. And apparently they got the freaking receipts. Again, guys, do I think this is detrimental to Binance? No, I still trust them. A couple of you guys have said, man, I'm just a puppet. Because you have to understand, I can say screw Binance. Nobody's going to do anything. No, in all seriousness, nobody's going to do anything against me. All I'm trying to do here is give you guys the reports as factual as possible, plus my opinion on the side, which is this a negative piece of news? Yes, certainly. Do they have a couple of very juicy receipts? Sure. However, it's the way that these crypto exchanges had to approach the crypto market because regulation was not really given. And also, at the end of the day, I think the way they've handled things by, for example, allowing US people to trade a little bit more than a government allows them to is not a bad thing because, well, the rules in the US just literally suck. And me stating I trust Binance is my opinion. I'm not stating this because Binance is paying me. I'm not stating this because I'm trying to lick some Binance buttocks. All I'm doing is giving you the raw truth here. I still trust these guys. If they go down, the entire crypto market's going down hard. And so I'd rather them do fine as well. But again, take a look at some of the things that they've already discussed. US users is CFTC problem basically, is civil case, can pay fine and settle, which again is what I think is going to happen. However, he also states no KYC is BSA Act. Criminal case, have to go to jail. This guy, Lim, over at Binance, he was prepared for anything. I've been scrolling through here for a little bit, and guys, this is obviously it's a pretty hefty document. They mostly focus on the VIP clients. They mostly focus as well on the KYC mandatory parts and also some bigger companies trying to trade on the platform. Violations of the Commodity Exchange Act and regulations, count 1. Okay, here gets the juice, I guess. Execution of futures transactions on an unregistered board of the trade. Okay, then count 2, illegal off-exchange commodity options. Count number 3, failure to register as a futures commission merchant. Okay, count number 4, failure to register as a designated contract market or swap execution facility. Number 5, failure to diligently supervise. All right. 6, failure to implement customer information program and failure to implement know your customer and anti-money laundering procedures. Number 7, anti-evasion. Interesting. And some relief has been requested. I don't know exactly what that is all about. I'm going to just upload this video as soon as possible here for you guys. I know it's been like 45 minutes since this news dropped. However, news articles are still piling up left and right as everybody's trying to get to this as soon as possible. Again, if you enjoyed it, or at least you learned something or whatever, make sure you press that like button. I'm constantly monitoring the news to get it to you guys as soon as possible. So no comedy here, getting it out to you guys, and that's it.